A growth mind. Wait, what am I saying? No, are we supposed to like talk about growth mindset with her?
Well, yeah, we'll just give her like an overview. Okay, so we should say growth, like that's where we're starting there. That's the question, but like.
So we're here today
to
discuss
we're here today to
growth mindset.
We're here today to discuss growth mindset. This doesn't have to be included in the PSA too. I don't think we're showing the entire interview to the class. We're just giving it to Miss Viv. Like she's gonna watch it over or something. So it doesn't have to be super unembarrassing. So we're good. All right. We're here today to discuss Miss Peterson's journey from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. Ashley?
What was your starting point in your journey of a growth mindset?
Of a growth mindset.
Where did you begin with a fixed mindset, a slightly growth mindset, an extremely fixed mindset?
I would say that growing up in the 70s and the 80s, there was a focus on just winning, and if you didn't win, you were a loser. I would say it wasn't that clear. There was that idea of, pick yourself back up, brush yourself off, and try again. So, but I was very hard on myself whenever I made mistakes, and I still am to a certain degree. But learning about the idea of growth mindset, I first heard about it 10 years ago. Was it 10 years ago?
Okay, well, Carol Dweck's thinking about
6,
2014.
7, 8 years ago. No, it was a lot older than that.
Carol Dweck's TED Talk?
Carol Dweck's research.
Oh, her research. Her TED Talk came out in 2014.
Well, Angela Duckworth is the TED Talk person.
Well, Carol Dweck did a TED Talk too.
Did she?
Yeah,
Okay.
2014. So
okay. But, it was maybe 7 or 8 years ago in training for gifted teaching that we discussed the whole growth mindset idea. And I really think the ideas have been around. It's just putting them together in a nicer package and in a cohesive. And doing the research, I think, on the people. What?
Where did you begin?
Oh, where did I begin?
It's like we just need where did you start in your process? Like, do you think that as a child, because you said that in the 70s it was a little, if you didn't win, you're a loser. But do you think you had that mindset, like a fixed mindset?
Like you wanted to win?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's all about winning.
Like you thought the process didn't matter if you didn't achieve your goal?
Yes.
Gotcha.
So, have you reached a growth mindset yet?
And if so, how has it impacted your life? I was just gonna roll it off the one so we could get that out there.
Okay.
Well, I think part of it is age too, but you learn that as you get older, you're not in such a hurry to get to the end point because the end point is death. So, so you start to appreciate the journey more and understanding
Praising
that
the process.
yes, and that the process is more important than the final destination, because for all of us, our final destination is not here anymore. So age helps, but also when things are challenging, I'm better at self-talk. As far as everyone makes mistakes, what have you learned in this process, and get yourself up and try again the next day.
That kind of blended into our next question, which is, what strategies did you use when converting mindsets?
My own personal, what strategies? Lots of therapy. Medication. Therapy. What strategies? Well, I read books. And I've watched the TED Talks. I read a lot of educational articles. I teach lessons to my students, and I think that has influenced my own mindset in a positive way. Probably specifically was dealing with your brother and his dyslexia. And so we really researched a lot of people who struggled and experienced a lot of failure academically, because overall I was pretty successful academically. I mean, I wasn't the top, but I was good. And so probably mostly dealing with your brother academically and realizing that you could be very intelligent and not be successful in certain areas. And so that taught me a lot, and I did a lot of research on people, famous failures. You see that now, they make posters out of them. So doing a lot of research on how much people have failed but then still managed to succeed in certain areas. I forgot your question at this point.
It was about strategies, like
That's what her strategy.
that was like you were good, you answered it.
Okay.
But like just to use some vocab words, like if you want to, perseverance, effort, success, determination, opportunities, failure as like a learning opportunity and stuff like that.
I mean, I think it all depends on how you define success, because some days just getting up and getting dressed and showing up should be your success of the day. I'm here.
Big mood.
Yes. So instead of being so hard on myself, I give myself a pat on the back for I remembered to brush my hair and brush my teeth today. Yes.
Yeah, praising the process.
Right.
Praising the process.
Yes.
There we go.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, thank you very much for your time, Mrs. Peterson.
You're welcome.
This will conclude our interview.
Anytime.